Hello everybody from Vancouver and happy Father's Day. Canada returns to training on this Sunday after a day off and a family barbecue. Some of the news of the day: no Alfie Jones in training once again as he continues to recover. Stefan Eustáquio also not present at training. Hearing it's probably just a maintenance day. I guess we'll find out more again on Monday. We did get to speak to Liam Miller and Derek Cornelius. A lot of the storylines and the talk around this team right now is home field advantage and playing here in Vancouver. Remember this team under Jesse Marsch and even before that under John Herdman, not always used to playing at home. In fact, this will be the 7th game at home in a row when they play Switzerland here on Wednesday. They haven't played 7 games in a row in Canada since 1995. Their last 100 internationals, only 29 of them have been on Canadian soil. So when we talked to Liam and Derek, obviously we wanted to go and talk about the home field advantage and trying to stay here in Vancouver and the home field advantage support that can help Canada in this World Cup.
I feel like the support has honestly been unbelievable from all the fans. I felt like Toronto was electric in the first game, and I felt like Vancouver was almost unbelievable for me. Obviously the fans of Toronto were obviously great as well, but the national anthem in Vancouver, when they sung it, it was probably the loudest I've heard in O Canada, and I was getting goosebumps the whole time. And just the way the crowd was with the game, the result obviously probably helped with that, but it was honestly, it's been amazing to feel the support from all the Canadian fans. To see nothing but red in the stadium is amazing for all of us, something that a lot of us haven't experienced before. I feel like just seeing nothing but red in the stadiums, and honestly I think the home support has been helping us a lot with the tournament.
No, it's nice to be playing at home. I think we felt like a long time that we played in front of our home crowd, and a home crowd that was, everyone was behind Canada, and that was special to see. It's something that we've been trying to change the script for a while. When we play at home, there's been a lot of support from away fans, from Canadians, and we've been trying to really push that. When the Canadian national team is playing at home in Canada, that everyone should be wearing red and really getting behind Canada.
It's like a 12th man, it really is an advantage. It's such a big advantage, and that's why I feel like if we win the group and stay in Vancouver, it just gives us even more of that advantage. Just have a constant 12th man behind us and supporting us and getting us, through tough moments, knowing that the crowd's going to be with us no matter what. And like you talk about when I was a kid watching South Africa, for example, and seeing how amazing South Africa even was in that first game, and all this stuff. And you really feel now what the difference is of being at a home World Cup compared to even what it was like in Qatar.
Part of the reason that this team has gone all over to those different provinces, we really want to make football a sport for Canadians, and that's across from side to side, from coast to coast. So yeah, wherever we've gone, especially these last few weeks, we've had tremendous support. I think, you see a country's finally excited about their Canadian men's national team, and that's part of the reason why we put on that jersey, to inspire the next generation and hopefully to make all Canadians proud.
We want to grow the sport in every single province in the country. We want to get it bigger everywhere. So I think it's really important for us to go out there and us to show what we are and who we are to each different province. Obviously Canada's a very, very big country. It's 5 hours to get from Vancouver to Toronto. So, but yeah, we just wanted to be able to show out in every province, and I feel like we did that in Edmonton. We showed out, put a good performance on. Montreal put a good performance on as well, and then also in Toronto and Vancouver, it was a good performance as well. So I think it's just amazing to be able to get around the country, see different faces, see different people, and be able to show our support for each province.
Yeah, no, honestly, you can see the buzz in the city. I think for a lot of the guys, maybe when we're playing in our European teams, that when you go out on the street, you could maybe get recognized and ask for pictures and autographs, but not so much in Canada. But honestly, the last 2 weeks, we go out of the hotel and it's like, we're getting swarmed, and it's nice. It means that, the team, people are following, people are really paying attention to what we're doing, the players, the individuals, and yeah, that's a nice feeling to experience that in our home country.
Two other stories we continue to monitor around two boys from Montreal. Obviously, the thoughts and prayers of all the players continue to be on Ismail Kone, who's now in the camp but wasn't at training today. That seems to be obviously at the forefront of a lot of their minds as well. And of course, on Moise Bombito, who got 45 minutes against Qatar, and a lot of people now hoping whether he can play more against Switzerland.
No, Moise is fantastic. I think everyone knows that. Everyone knows how big of a player he is for this team, what he does for this team, and how important he is, and you know, it was amazing to see him voice back. He looked so comfortable as well in the game, and I told him after the game, I said, bro, you looked amazing in the game. Obviously he's been coming back from a long-term injury, so it's nice, but obviously with Isma, it was obviously very, very sad, and no one ever wants to see that. You know, it was very emotional for everyone on the pitch in that moment, but I feel like Isma really showed true character in that moment and the way that he was behaving, and you know, I can give nothing but credit to him in the way that he did that. For someone who has been through a long-term injury like myself as well, I know how difficult it is in that moment to keep your composure and think nothing of anything but the team in that moment. And you know, Isma only ever thought about the team in that moment and what the team needed from him in that moment, and it was honestly unbelievable moment to see him like that, you know.
Yeah, no, you know, this team is a family. You know, we really feel like we're brothers, and you know, everyone knows that the last year that Moise has been very difficult for him. You know, both on the pitch and mentally as well. Even, you know, coming into the World Cup, you know, there was doubts whether he'd make the squad with his leg and everything. So when he finally was able to make the squad, you know, everyone was very happy for him, myself as well. And then to actually see him make his World Cup debut, I think, yeah, it's great for him, it's great for the team, and we're just looking to continue going in the right direction.
That's it from the Canada camp here on this Sunday. We return to training on Monday as it starts. The real preview, the battle to win the group, and of course, the battle for a city to stay here in Vancouver for potentially 2 more knockout games if they win that group.